continue to await the verdict. Deliberations in the homicide trial of Kyle Rittenhouse are entering the second hour soon. Fox 6's Bill Miston stationed live in Kenosha outside the courthouse. Bill, the big question is how long all of this will take. There's really no way to know.
That's right, Carl. This is a very complex case. The jury is having to interpret the evidence and testimony that was given, as well as the arguments and facts of this case, how it relates to the law as they've been instructed, and the verdicts they can ultimately bring down if they do bring down any verdicts. And just a few moments ago, we did learn that the jury had, within the first hour of deliberations, sending a note to the judge asking for extra copies of pages 1 through 6 of the jury instructions, asking for 11 copies. Now, before deliberations starting this morning, 6 jurors selected by lottery by Kyle Rittenhouse from a tumbler you see seated at the defense table. 6 slips of paper selected. Those would be removed from the final 12 jurors sent to deliberate the case. While it's common in Wisconsin to have judges' clerks do the selection, longtime observers of Judge Bruce Schrader's court say it's common for him to have the defendant do the selection themselves. Now, a total of 20 jurors were impaneled for this trial. 2 were dismissed during the first week of the trial. 1 for making an off-color joke about the police shooting of Jacob Blake, and another dismissed for medical reasons. It's fairly common to see impanel a larger than required number of jurors for high-profile cases in the event that alternates are needed. And by not selecting the jurors from the start, it ensures the jurors can stay as attentive as possible throughout the trial for if their number is selected. And while the 6 removed this morning are not part of deliberations, they could be recalled if a need arises.
So I'm going to ask that you continue with the instruction that you not discuss the case with anyone, not even amongst the 6 of you. You can't deliberate at all or discuss the case in any way.
Now, as you might be able to hear behind me, a number of people here demonstrating regarding the trial, some supporters of the Jacob Blake, as well as those who were shot by Kyle Rittenhouse that night here in Kenosha. The shooting of Jacob Blake, what starting events here in Kenosha that prompted days of protests and nights of unrest that ultimately brought Kyle Rittenhouse here to Kenosha, where he was armed with a semi-automatic rifle and shot 3 people, killing 2 of them in what his defense team described as a matter of self-defense as he was being chased and feared for his life. Prosecutors were left trying to undermine the self-defense argument, saying Rittenhouse was a teen here in over his head, lying about his qualifications, that he was saying that he was an EMT, which he is not, and here in Kenosha as, quote, a chaos tourist. And all eyes will remain here on Kenosha as we await a verdict in this case. Parties have been told to remain within 10 minutes of the courthouse for if and when a verdict is reached. And you know, one possibility throughout all of this is that the jury may not reach a unanimous verdict, as is required in cases like this, and could result in a hung jury. So we still don't know a lot of, obviously, what's going on behind the scenes right now with that jury, but we are all here waiting for if and when a verdict is reached. Carl?
Bill, thank you, and we will be there for all of it. Appreciate your reporting. We will check back in with you throughout the day on Fox 6. Our